Hello, hello, hello.
How's everybody doing?
Let me get situated. Ugh.
Mm-hmm. All right, there we go.
All righty. Um, Thank you guys for joining us this evening. We are Sonny and Lisa, committed to us, co-founders, and we are creating a safe space for couples to come together and just talk about all things marriage, to understand that the highs and lows happen, and how to navigate those lows. And we've given strategies and all of that to help you manage everything a little bit better. So I want to make sure everybody can hear us because we've been having some technical difficulties lately, but hopefully
Made some adjustments. We'll
we
see if
made
it
some
works.
adjustments. So we're trying to see if it works. If it works. So
All right. Yep. Sound look like there's no problem. So okay.
okay, alrighty.
Um, mic check. Ellen, can you hear us? Make sure before we keep going.
Okay,
Okay.
all right,
Good.
we're
Good.
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 Okay, good to go.
All
Okay,
right.
how you doing, sir?
I am doing wonderful. I've been kind of, I don't know, sluggish,
Hmm.
but I don't
We're
know.
gonna talk about
I
that.
don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like that. You have to tell me if you're receiving me that way. I feel sluggish. I feel lazy. Um, trying not to be, but I'm like, woo. So I think I'm ready for vacation. I think I have one coming up. I don't know if that's what it is. I just ready for that,
Yeah.
and then I think we need another trip. So I
A
think
family trip?
yeah. But I mean, I don't know if we can, but
Okay.
trying to
Okay.
do one in December probably if we can.
Okay.
Anyway,
If we can.
just sluggish. Trying not to complain about it, but that's how I've been really feeling. If I'm being honest.
Okay. So maybe that is manifesting itself because I feel like, this has been one of those up and down weeks with us.
Hmm.
And so like today, we went out to eat and
My energy was off.
his energy's off and it wasn't, the
Wasn't my
connection was,
wasn't my upbeat self.
yeah, it was a rough connection. Like, and so when we would normally get into these spaces, we would never talk about it.
Hmm.
And then I would, go ahead and be in my head and, so, and I kind of think that with the seasons, um, you do tend to be a little bit more emotional.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think when the less sunlight,
Hmm.
I think I've diagnosed him, and by no means do I have a license to do that, but I think he has like the seasonal depression, and so like when there's no sun or anything, yeah.
Mm. Okay.
So I almost feel like I have to do more to
Keep me
keep you
engaged.
engaged. Otherwise, it's just
Hmm.
it was funky when we went out to lunch. That's what I will say. It was just
I
we were
did not mean for that to rub on me. I mean, I noticed what you're talking about. Like, I'm just not energetic. But I didn't want by any means want you to feel like it was your fault. Like that's not what I was
and we can
wanting that
and
to
so
come
we
off
can
as.
laugh
Yeah,
about this now
yeah.
because normally, like I said, we wouldn't be able to talk about it.
Mhm.
And yeah, so then when you're in that space, I don't know what I can do to help you. Yeah, and holiday depression is real. And is it but is it because of the holidays or is it because of the weather? Like I kind of attribute yours to the weather.
No, I like the holidays. Um, yeah.
Okay,
So it
I
must
think it's
be.
the lack of
Yeah.
sun, the cold. We're not able. I don't like the cold, so we are definitely not getting out.
And getting that vitamin from the sun, all that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we're not getting the
Yeah.
vitamin D, and yeah. So when we came home, so if anybody had been watching this, like we ordered our food, and it was like we had beef with each other. We just didn't
Wasn't
talk.
that
Like
bad?
it just wasn't engaging. I kind of felt like, okay, did I do something? Like I'm in my mind, like, oh gosh, did I do something? But so okay, well,
No, you didn't know.
okay. So is there
I did
anything
notice
that
you like it.
yeah, I kind of shrunk back into myself because when he is in those spaces, I don't know what you need. I don't know because I don't want it to then be like, oh, let's just be jolly, just snap out of it because that's not a good thing to say. Like,
So I think if we could do the 5-to-1 ratio in those moments, it probably helps.
okay,
the 5-to-1 ratio because I think if I get hit with a couple negatives on top of me already feeling like that
Okay.
in a row, it kind of like, and then for real, I'm like, okay, now I got to try to be positive after I just, so I know normally I try to be them positive. I know I try to do that normally in the summer times, all that stuff, but
yes,
that might be, if you're wondering what to like, probably try to keep it more positive than negative within a 5 subject span.
Okay.
so that might help.
Okay. So anyone that's on, if you go through seasonal depression or holiday depression, what do you do to? I guess I wouldn't say that it's a funk. It's just a space. Like, what helps you get out of those moments?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, because like I said, I felt, and then when we came home, it was just like I didn't know how to connect.
Mm-hmm.
So
you got to think, and right now, if I'm already feeling like that, you're like, oh, my Facebook is messed up. Oh, I ain't got no cash. Oh, and I was just like,
okay.
I was like, okay, like we already know this, but so I think it was just that negative.
The combination of that.
It kind of seemed like it was more negative than positive happening at the same time. So it was a bad combination.
Okay.
So.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And I was like, I got you. You don't need no cash. You're like, oh, but you know what I mean? So it just kept seeming like it was staying in that same space. And I was like trying lightweight to like come out of it. But at the same time.
Okay. So the combination of me just sometimes just being me, which, and so I'm very matter of fact. Yes, I don't always have the
glass half full.
I mean, I'm like, like I said, I've been going through this whole thing with, my account being hacked and my money being drained, and I'm in a really funky space about it. So yeah. So I just, So yeah, I just think, wintertime is going to be hard for you. So I will probably try to be more conscious to watch myself and my.
I just didn't feel like pulling you up out of it today. Usually I will, but today I was just like, I had energy. I was like, all right, if you're going to be in that space, I guess you're going to be in that space. So not that that's right, but I just think if we're addressing it, which we didn't used to address it, y'all. So
right.
If we're actually taking the thing head on, I think we have to realize what we're doing and try to work from there and try to, just be wise about it.
Okay.
I heard that, Ellen. I heard that.
So yeah, there are other people that hate the winter, and it is just really, some people. Yeah, I am not one of those people that I don't like being cold, so I'm never the one like this is the best season ever. Like it just it doesn't help.
Mm-hmm.
So
all right, so on to something more positive.
Okay, so the AM helps you. Okay, well, will the AM help you?
You better not even. Like, you don't know.
You should have something to hold you over, right?
You don't know.
It don't hold you over. It needs to be continuous.
You ask them, well, you had the answer. Now you just gonna keep asking questions over top of the answer. Okay.
Oh, when I grow up.
Whatever.
Okay.
No.
But speaking about holidays, I'm going to ask everybody, what are your holiday traditions? What works well for you guys? What doesn't? I think for us, we've gotten to a place where I'm not really a holiday decorations type of girl.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably because, growing up, this was how my Christmas was growing up. Like we never had any wrapped gifts. My mom, it was 3 of us, 3 girls. So all of our presents would be laid out on the couch, would have our name, we knew by the clothes what size it was. We have a bag of candy and some nuts. So the whole concept of having wrapped gifts, I never had. So to me, it's not that big of a deal, but I do notice that when quit looking at me. So yeah, so that, and then the whole tree thing, like, I mean, my mom, she would sometimes put up a tree. It wasn't that big of a deal for us. Like we knew we were going to get Christmas gifts and stuff like that. But I know you are our, resident package wrapper.
Mm-hmm.
And you are very meticulous in it, and they look really, really pretty. And I don't have the time. Like I tried one year to do it. That's stressful. I don't like wrapping packages. I would rather give it to you in a gift bag. But I guess, and I will say that's because of it wasn't a big thing. Like we never opened gifts. And I think once I figured out that my parents, they were Santa Claus. It kind of just
Now,
took it all from me.
now, you saying like I used to be a little more into it, but when they were younger, like when our kids got older, and I started looking at how they just disrespected the rapping like that, I was like, why am I spending all that time staying up while they sleep? And then I look at how they just went like I was like,
It's
so I'm kind of a little more like you now. Like I mean, I could rap it or not now. I don't really care, but because I'm older now. So
yeah, and then the decorations, like I know you would put the Christmas tree up like right after Thanksgiving. We don't even do that anymore. Like if our daughter doesn't put it up,
like y'all want it up, get it up.
Right. If you want it up, then bring it out, and we'll help you guys do it. But we have slowed down.
Yeah, big time.
And I think it's the older that I've gotten, it's like I don't know, and it just could be the world. It's not as necessary, I guess, per se, because our
any of y'all got traditions y'all do.
Yeah, it's not. I think for our kids, they get mostly everything they want during the year. So Christmas is just like, okay, I know I'm going to eat really well, and
I think that's our tradition now.
That's one thing. I just want to make sure I have
good naps.
Yeah, good naps and a good
gift bags.
Yeah, so gift bags. Yeah, so yeah,
it just ain't even worth the effort now.
I think just. Yeah.
It ain't like they be shocked like when they was younger.
Right. I mean, and I've already told them what they're getting this year. I'm like, you guys are getting an iPhone, and that's it.
Yeah. Plus they get stuff all throughout the
year. So
it's like,
yeah. And I think that like the older that we are getting, I just like to spend time together.
Wait a minute. Read that one.
Someone said, well, and there are some people, so I don't want to knock those people that are really into the traditions. That are not really into the tradition.
You have to read that because nobody knows.
So there's someone over there that her son pulled out all the boxes this evening. Yeah, there are some that really get to it. Our kids never got to, I think that was me.
The tiny mayor pulled it.
Yeah, so I think that was me, which I kind of felt bad about. Maybe if I had been a little bit more enthusiastic, they would have the joy. I mean, I really get a kick out of people that have the joy of Christmas, but I guess maybe I don't. I'm sorry. Okay, and then fluffing the tree. So yeah, I just
Ooh. Now I'm the one fluffing. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, if our daughter doesn't do it this year, it may happen. It may not. It just really depends.
Yeah.
So like I said, I'm for the food, and then for the New Year, I think my more traditional is the New Year because I was always brought up to you make sure you go into the New Year with like everything clean. And so that's the focus that I'm at right now. I'm trying to declutter. I'm trying to throw everything out going in 2024. I want the house to be really less cluttered. And I think it'll give us it preps you for the year. So.
And if your comments don't show up on here, you have to give Evie much permission.
Yeah. So
if you want them to show up on here.
Yeah. So okay. So SOs, okay. So Mace isn't into the fluff. Marcus is, but I'm not. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
okay.
I like Christmas. I think this year we're going to try to do more outside stuff. I think I want to try to do more outside stuff. I didn't want to do it when they were younger, but maybe. I told you that I wanted to do the ice bumper cars. I guess they just opened up something here, so I want to try that.
And it shocked me you said that because I remember we used to go sledding, and you would be like,
"I don't just."
You would sit in the car like, "I'm good." She would read a book while we were sledding. So it shocked me that you said that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting better.
Okay,
I'm getting better.
Hey,
because I just didn't have I didn't have that, and so I guess with the sledding, I didn't think I would be good at it, so I did not want to be the butt of jokes.
You really just let it.
I did
sit down and
I know, but then what if I don't go down fast enough, or what if
ain't no stopwatches, man?
Okay, so it's all in my head.
That's the whole time. I wish communication is key, like we've been saying. Because had I known this was why he wasn't doing it, wow, all them years.
I mean, I love to watch y'all do it. It was just never, probably because I never did it. It just was like, it is what it is.
Shelter life. You just
just never know with people.
Your childhood can affect your adulthood.
Absolutely.
Because wow. That's the what is that's cleaning.
That's okay, but okay. So let me talk about the cleaning. Now I know you guys have heard going into the new year, you gotta be like no clothes, no dirty clothes. Like that's where I think that's where I'm at because I think I have come to know when there's less clutter, I'm more productive. I feel like mentally I feel better. So it could be BS, but that's where I'm at.
I think that's more of that was ingrained in you because if that was the case, I'm just gonna leave that there. So
If that was the case, what?
um so you think just at the beginning of the year?
No. I'm okay. Let me first not say that that's the only time I clean. I'm talking about a deep cleaning. I'm talking about a deep cleaning, a deep decluttering, like going through actual closets to see what we don't need, what we're not using, and getting rid of that. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, I do clean. I do clean. Okay. So someone said, I think I've changed because
change how they
used to do the thing. Oh, including the Senate. Ooh. Okay.
Why? Do you know why it changed, or was
she
it just?
She said about it. They just stopped.
They just didn't have.
Okay. So yeah, that would kind of be if you were big. Yeah, that would be a switch. But do you miss it? Okay.
Now don't see.
She said. Okay, well, everybody celebrates differently.
No, I can see you getting in that one.
No, I wouldn't do that. I would still try to, as long as we got a good meal, I'm happy. So that is the that is, but yeah. I mean, yeah. I think for some people it can be too stressful. I think holidays, especially Christmas, will put you into more debt than you need to be.
Well, yeah.
And I think that's where I have that. Yeah. So someone else, okay, I love to clean, but physically I'm not able. Okay. Yeah. But I think it was just the upbringing, like, and it could just be Southern. my grandparents are both from the South. Yeah. You just got to go in the new year with a clean house.
Yeah, that's what happened with us, I believe.
Yeah, the kids get
plus older. They be looking like
this what you got me?
Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, okay.
So y'all not even grateful? That's cool. Like I really put thought into this, and
part of it could be because we were still like when they thought they was cool and older, we were still maybe getting them some of the gifts we thought that they was it was age appropriate, and I guess they was feeling like they was too grown for it or something. I don't know. Yeah, could have been some of that too.
It could have been. It could, but I mean, yeah. Like I said, for right now, I like a good meal and a good sleep afterwards. I'm good.
Wait. Oh yeah.
Yes, definitely love the gifts. I like the holidays. Yeah, and I think it's just I'm not gonna stress anymore about it. I think it's more about the love and spending that quality time with your family. Yeah. So let me see. I'm missing more money, so to have some pesos up to us to carry it on. Yeah. Yeah. Because when you have you have big celebrations, you kind of want everyone to experience that, but if no one else is willing to, and I want to say this is just with the way I think the world is going, like even like family reunions and stuff, like when we were younger it was such a big thing. Now I'm kind of not even, I don't think the word afraid, but it's just kind of sad to know that if I had to leave it up to to some of my cousins and some of the younger ones, there's not going to be like family reunions because people don't see it as a necessity. But I like being around everybody for the love part. So,
and I think I'm getting more of appreciation because of the way we've done it.
Okay.
For it, so because I think I was one of those kids that was like,
okay.
After a while I took it for granted. So now, I'm appreciating it again. I'm kind of came full circle.
Okay. And right, and then you can spend that money. Yeah, to spend that money. Yeah, I mean, I just hear about people that go overboard, and then you stuck paying all that money off next year. And I would rather put that definitely on something else. Everybody's upbringing is different, but yeah, it is. Yeah, it is about family time.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, yeah. I kind of like it slow. I don't think I could do a big one right now because I just don't want to deal with everybody's personalities. I think the older that I'm getting, I'm very specific in who I want to spend my time with and give my energy to.
So you like being around everyone, like a certain select.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
selective. I'm selective with who I spend
And
my
like,
energy
how
with.
do you select which ones come and which ones you don't want to come?
The ones that I know that's not going to give me drama. The ones that I know that are truly going to be around for family get together, family love, a good time. Like let's do a game night. Let's do that. I don't want the pomp and circumstance. I don't want nobody.
Who said that? Now, Tracy, you said immediate family. that's good. Okay.
How you want to put it? Go ahead.
No, I've just
talked about this.
Yeah, we just talked about this today, actually. Who does that include? And not to sound stupid, but who does that include?
Yeah, and you got to be selective.
Yeah.
Like even with our immediate family, it's not even like siblings.
See, that's why I'm asking that. Like, is that her sisters or is it just y'all's family, like y'all's kids? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what are y'all calling immediate? What do we, just so we're on the same page? Because sometimes you can have a sibling that is just drama. Like we know a family who some of their siblings, like there's one sister that helps the parents and the rest of the kids are just hands out and drama a lot. So what does that mean?
Oh goodness. Okay, my mom has 10 sisters.
Yeah.
And so my mom's family. Yeah, I think our family. We came from really big families. Yeah. I can't have all those different personalities in one room. I could do a family reunion because you're spread out in summertime. In the wintertime, we're all in close quarters. I would be drinking, and I don't even drink, but I would be drinking.
You got some wintertime issues too.
I do, yeah. And why stress over this? Yeah. So right, the sales are not real, and I don't know if anyone saw
It's true.
That Black Friday with Target. How their prices they had Black Friday prices, and people called them out because the same prices.
It's the same prices. I know. I see it all.
And I'm always good for it. I love a good deal, but that made me.
Yeah, Lisa will sit there and have you in the store just comparing, going down the whole aisle, just.
Yeah, but definitely, yeah. And then going home. Yeah, going home for the holidays is different. Yeah.
Oh wow! All right, Marcus. So it hits different.
Yeah.
When it's like that, when you're out of town, live out of town.
Yeah. Yeah. And
and that's what I meant. Like sometimes you can take it for granted, depending on if it's real drama, it's drama.
Right. And like I said, I think for Thanksgiving.
Okay, look, that's what I was trying to figure out. Okay.
My immediate family today is my household and my siblings I grew up with and their kids.
Okay. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Okay. So who would be our immediate family?
I mean, I still consider that our immediate family, but I don't always, if they got some stuff going on in their life, I might be like, hey, y'all go ahead and keep that over there. Mm-hmm. I don't always. Sometimes it ends up you're trying not to hurt somebody's feelings, so usually I just start with a hint, and if they don't take the hint, then I. But yeah.
So yeah, we definitely had to figure that out about who to have, and
but also too, are you the oldest, Tracy? Because we're the oldest of our siblings, so sometimes that probably makes a difference. Because I think they kind of gravitate towards our house because of that.
Yeah.
Where are y'all? Y'all the oldest of siblings. Who has siblings on here on the call?
Keywords. Okay. Keep the ones you grew up with. Yes. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Yep. I just think the older that I've gotten, I don't want everyone in my space. I just don't. If you're not,
I know you don't.
If you're not for us having a really good time and not bringing no issues, I don't deal well with that. So But yeah, so those are, I just wanted to see what everybody's, I'm sorry, holiday traditions are, what works and what doesn't work for people. So let's see. And then, okay, Tracy said I'm not youngest. Oh, okay. Technically middle child. Okay.
Middle.
I make a mean. Okay, you know what? Look, I didn't really start drinking till I got in my mid-40s. So
that's true.
I never drunk, up until then. But I am all about finding a good drink. So yes, yes. Yeah,
we got the flyer.
Yeah, with the flyer. Yeah, we can do something. So,
what else? We were going to talk about. I don't want to talk about that yet, though. But skip over to
deal breakers.
All right. So a little quick. This is just a silly little topic. We was talking about some of our past and what were deal breakers and what weren't. And this could be now, but we were talking about like when we were like younger and we were dating and trying to get to know, figure out who we were and everything else. We're talking about deal breakers. So like I'm gonna read these off and y'all just type in a yes or no, a why or no, or in if this would be a deal breaker or not. So I'm just read these off and y'all just respond.
And let me preface, some of this stuff is probably from my relationships. He probably got some of this stuff from mine.
Yeah, I mean,
because I think I was very vocal and I told you way too much. Go ahead.
Sharing is caring. So first, wait a minute, create some new traditions. Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
First question, yes or no. Is this a deal breaker for y'all? Someone's chewing gum and they take the gum and stick it under the table inside, like in your house. Now don't put your head down. Keep your chin up.
That person and I are no longer together. As you
well, obviously. What you mean?
I can't believe I told you that.
You told me a lot of stuff.
Deal breaker.
Yeah. Deal breaker.
Okay.
That's what I thought. Because Lisa was like, back then. I'm like, okay. Let's see, that's a unanimous, right? Okay.
So let me talk for the animal lovers. I don't know if we have any animal lovers, but I was watching something on Hallmark, and no, it wasn't even anything on Hallmark.
It was a commercial.
No, it was a show called Love is Blind. And so they put these couples together or whatever. But anyway, this girl had a big old glass of wine. She was just drinking. She had a Labrador that was sitting right there with her. And so she looks at the dog and gives the dog a lick out of her glass. Proceeds to continue talking to the guy, and then she drinks right after that.
And Tracy and Marcus, I know y'all got dogs y'all love, so this is not like we ain't coming for y'all or nothing, but it's just not something we did. So like that type of stuff, or lick the dogs in the mouth, give them kisses, whatever. I mean, is that something as a deal breaker, or is that something y'all do?
You could be a very caring person.
Yeah. For animals, I got you. All right.
Okay, double deal breaker.
Okay, we got the first thing. See, that's.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Yes. You saw exactly what I was talking about. Yes.
The exact show. There you go.
I think I was in shock. Like, did this just happen? So then immediately I went to the fact that
she said no though too.
That dog is sleeping in the bed. Like there's a whole level of crazy.
I started thinking like if I would have married you and you was talking about the dog being in the bed and different stuff, I would have been like, well, yeah, I would have snuck that dog up out of here. Something would have had to get.
Fortunately,
she said that's why. You see that? That's white people stuff. See?
Okay. So yeah,
and I didn't even go that far. But yes,
But you know what? I had an uncle who adored his dog. Like the Peppy used to get fed steak. Like she ate better than us, but she didn't sleep. They didn't do that. They didn't do those.
They didn't let her in the bed though. They just fed her, but they wasn't like.
Yeah, they wasn't kissing her. None of that. I think that's a little different. That's a whole lot of different crazy. Okay, yeah, so your dogs aren't allowed on the furniture, definitely. Okay. All right. See? Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cannot. I
Oh,
know,
Seneca,
Seneca,
that's
you
it.
cannot be.
You can't even be in the same. Yo, you can't be in the same. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Mm-mm.
area, not at all,
No,
not at
that's true.
all, not at all. But yeah, I did see that, and that evidently is a thing for some people. But you could see the look on that guy's face. He was just like, this might not work for me. Like he was already in love with her, but I think the dynamic changed. Like
that's what I'm talking
I
about.
I can't do that. So okay, so we're all on an agreement about
Right.
the gum and the
Okay, this
dog.
is so there's a football player, and this is where we talk about stuff on whenever we were watching the football game. Drew Brees was playing, and whenever he would get ready to do a play, he would lick his fingers and get ready. I guess so we have more grip on the ball. I'm not sure. And she was like, "Did you do that when you played?" I was like, "No. I was like,
you didn't lie, did you?
No, okay. I'm like, that's not. We in the mud. We in the. Why am I licking my? So that was just again. He is white though, so somebody might have made a point. But yeah, that was the other one. Deal breaker or not?
Yeah.
Some people turn page. So let me use a different one. Some people are reading a book and they're like you've seen teachers do this and they lick their finger before they turn the page. I've seen people do this. I wasn't one of them, but is that a deal breaker or is that just something you like? You'll be able to live with that.
I'm going to say the paper might be a little bit more. It's a football that everybody's got their hands on.
Oh, okay, but that's why I'm using the paper one because I think that's automatic. I'm using the book. If you're reading a book, because some people do that.
Okay. Yeah, I think the reason it bothers me is because it was done so many times. Like he just kept doing it,
but when we're reading a book, they do because they turn in every page like that.
But you don't do it to that extent.
I've seen people do that. So
okay, all right.
Either way, I don't think either way it would be probably for me kind of nasty because I think of them people with like bumps on their face when I see them. Like I'm thinking of those people, the dirty bump face people that you used to see in school and stuff. Sorry. What? I know that was probably that was mean. I'm sorry.
You talking about like that?
I'm saying they dirty, they touching this, they probably touching their face and everything else, and this is their face ain't clean, it's oily.
But you do know that had nothing to do with it.
I'm saying they added to it. I'm not saying that people didn't have acne. I'm just saying some people made it worse. Okay. It's just poor hygiene. See? Somebody.
Yeah, you're right. See? Somebody said it's poor hygiene. Okay, so someone said it's livable, but it's unsanitary. Okay, so someone. Okay.
So not a deal breaker.
Not a deal breaker.
Probably would try to throw across against.
Yeah.
Mark, it's just poor hygiene, but is it a deal breaker?
No, Tracy said it's not.
Okay.
I grew up with men who worked outside beforehand.
Okay. So that's a no. That's the first no.
So it's not a deal breaker. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out there because I know she's gonna go ahead and try to come for me. So, and I don't want no judgments, please. Chewing food, smacking loud. I'm saying it's because the food's good. You know what I mean? You done threw down, you done put love in this thing, put your foot in it. And maybe I get carried away sometimes. The Cornish hen is hitting. And I might keep making a little noise when I'm eating. I mean, I'm just going to be real. I do that sometimes. I do, especially Thanksgiving. Is that a deal breaker?
Your kids would say yes. Your children would say yes because they get on you all the time.
C2S family, is that a deal breaker for y'all?
Smacking, I guess it would depend. Like, so when you chew your food, you don't like have. I don't see all the food. You know, you don't eat like that. So there's some people that eat. There's some people that eat, and you can see everything that they're eating.
I'm just talking about smacking. I ain't talking about like caveman style.
Okay.
It just might be a little noisy, a little bit.
I hate that. Is your okay? So some people it's a deal breaker.
Oh, look at this.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, and that ain't on the list. Oh, we got to go ahead and throw that in there. Thank you, Brandale.
Oh gosh.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's go ahead with that. So popping gum and smacking, I would put that in the same thing. So.
It's not the same thing. Yes, it is not the same thing.
Yes, why did it come up then? Gotcha. So yeah, but it's not a deal breaker. I mean,
It's no. He says it's not a deal breaker, but every time I put a piece of gum in my mouth, you just look at me, and I'm like, well,
when
I
it
can't
gets
even enjoy.
extreme,
It's that it comes
how's that
naturally.
enjoying
Like
it?
every time I chew, it pops. Like I don't do it purposely.
It's just happening.
It's just
It's
happening.
doing it to you. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
So needless to say, I don't chew gum anymore like that.
And breathing.
Tracy. So
Oh no!
And breathing?
Breathing. Ooh.
Like what? Adenoid breathing or cold breathing?
You can't be getting defensive with the CTS. This is family now. This is a safe
agree,
space. Don't be getting defensive with me.
I agree.
That's why I said I admitted mine.
Okay. I do crack my gum, and which is why I don't do it a lot, because I know once I start, it's just going to go. And popping gum, you're right, it's not the same thing. It's not. It's not. Whoa. Then the me and Brendel are streetwalkers, because I will pop.
Oh my God.
I will pop some gum.
That means like some Beat It streetwalkers. Like I hope y'all talking about a musical. Okay.
Okay. Well, it wasn't a deal breaker, but I do know that when I do it, if I go longer than necessary, he will get annoyed, and
whatever that means. What does that even mean? That necessary? What is necessary?
Okay, I can do the initial like 5 cracks, and I think you're at your limit at like 5 cracks.
Okay. We didn't have this. Where did 5 come from? Where'd you get this number?
I don't know, because after that, it's very short. That you'll look at me and be like, "Really?"
Very short. Your head is short. You done did a whole shopping spree and you cracking.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to hear you breathe the thing.
Look at Tracy.
All close. Okay. We'll have to go back because
so these are just irritations, but not deal breakers. If I'm hearing everybody right.
Yeah. Just.
So I'm gonna put the N on that. This might be we might as well roll in the snoring, Tracy, since you said breathing. Is snoring for y'all a deal breaker? Yes, no. What you say? What you think? What you dropping? Let me hear. Don't you breathing all hard for?
Because so if I'm really, really tired, I will occasionally snore.
And it's not. I'm here. It ain't a deal breaker, but I mean, it's just a question. I just wonder.
You notice all of these are his questions. I didn't even get to put any kind of input to any of this. What did I put input to?
You did. You just sit there and said, the licking the dog.
You
got it on that show.
That's the one.
Okay. You said this one. You said a few of this.
Okay. So yes, snoring. Yes, it is. It's good sleep. Absolutely. That's not a deal breaker. That's just good sleep. Yeah.
For one person, yes, it is. That's true. That's a true statement. But it's not a deal breaker.
But if we it's supposed to do, we could both be knocked out and you won't hear it.
I'm gonna carry the one on that and come back to that later, yo, because I don't know. I don't even know. Because I know you sleep, so I don't know what you meant, but okay.
Really? When you go to sleep? When you knocked out?
Talking about Thanksgiving and Christmas. Okay, I got you. Okay. I got you.
Please don't record me. Oh, you did record me one time.
I never put you, that was just for you because you kept lying about doing it. And then once you said it and you admitted it, I erased it. That was good. And I never played it to no one else. So it was good. Who said that?
That's Seneca. She said what now? We've been going strong.
Lowe's.
Well.
I ain't know Lowe's.
Well.
And he didn't get that from me. I ain't never said nothing to Lowe's.
So yeah, Tracy said it's not a deal breaker. She snore. Okay. I can't always sleep, so
get that nudge, that little nudge. I do that.
When you do snore, I so bad want to just wake up. I wake up and snoring.
Because that's probably when I do it. That's probably when it is.
No, you have nightmares.
So what I do, I'll just be like, like I'm getting comfortable. I'll just, you like, and then sometimes you'll shift. It'll stop you.
Oh, I thought you'd be doing that because you'd be trying to get some in the middle of the night.
All right. Bad credit.
Is bad credit a deal breaker? And I don't. Did we talk about our credit when we?
That was more of a like you watch actions.
I watch. Yeah,
I think that was more of a.
Yeah.
Let me see what this Bama doing.
That's yeah, I don't think we discussed. I think nowadays, I snore adorably. I'm gonna use that one, Miss Ellen. I'm gonna use that one.
Yeah, go ahead and use it. Go ahead and use that.
You're right. So I don't think we checked for credit scores. But like you said, I think we watched.
That's one of the red flags. If you see red flags that somebody's junk is messed up, you should see some. If you pay attention.
How would you have known my credit was bad?
Hey, there's a lot of ways. I mean, there's always people talking about, I ain't had no gas this week or this. There's always some sign. You know, these people that be just making excuses for everything. Just some sign that tells you.
Okay.
Longest lets me handle the bills. Okay, so.
Okay.
So not a deal breaker if they're willing to work on one and address it. So I'm okay. So no for that one. I was kind of shocked on that one. I was wondering. I was kind of 50-50 on that.
I don't know.
I know Lisa would have been like.
I don't know. If your credit is so bad that it's going to take years.
It depends on why too, though. Okay. I mean, it could be bad because of an incident that was out of control. Maybe they got ripped off or something else.
Okay.
And then it
kind of depends. Can't be because
if it's their fault.
Yeah, you trying to live above your means and you have no way, and you're not even trying to pay the credit.
And now we're talking about starting a family.
And now we talking about yeah, and who will work more and all of that to pay this off.
I get it.
Yeah, I don't.
Not a deal breaker. Okay, so is that the whole?
Yeah.
So nobody else is it a deal breaker or no?
Because I know for you didn't necessarily not check my credit, but I know that in your past the relationships. Money was major.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was major if somebody has a gambling problem or something. Yeah, that is a problem.
Right.
Yes.
So, yeah. So I think you kind of watched how I moved. Yeah. I think for you, because for you that was trauma. That was a trauma thing because in your previous relationships.
So I don't think that's bad credit. That's just bills. I don't know. Right. I guess it could be bad credit if you got it, but that kind of makes sense though. But still, because you're trying to better yourself, so I kind of I get.
You're trying to better yourself.
If you're that I'm talking about this.
Okay, student loans. Okay.
Yeah, but if you just going out gambling and stuff, that's not you. I mean,
right.
I don't know. Or if you just spend it on trips left and right, and
right, you can have if you're not irresponsible, yes, as someone who's had many medical problems, right, absolutely. Yes, so those right, but it's just like, I saw that purse. It was $1,000. I just had to have it. I'm going to buy it in,
just clown.
Okay, so there it is. It is a deal breaker at this age. Yes, thanks to me. Yes, when we were young and we took yes, yeah, and you haven't paid your bills, that's an issue. Definitely now. Yeah. If
that's the reckless stuff we're talking about.
That's the reckless stuff. Yeah.
So what's called at the time on that one?
That's the time.
It's kind of a situation.
I wanted you to make sure you had your money. Yeah, it was a deal breaker for me because I'm not going to fix your credit.
Mm-mm.
You're not using me for that.
No. Bitterness towards ex. Is that a deal breaker or not?
Extreme bitterness towards ex.
Extreme bitterness. Okay. Extreme bitterness. Let me rephrase that. So
yeah,
okay.
Extreme
You're
bitterness towards ex. I didn't have any bitterness.
No.
Once I'm done, I'm done.
No, we didn't.
We don't need to have any more conversations you did not ever again in life.
No.
Yeah,
that's true.
That is when I break up with you.
Right.
Except you.
So maybe it's because you broke up with them. I mean, why would you have business if you're like, be gone? So that might be why. That makes sense. I'm saying, if you break up with somebody, why would you have business? That makes sense.
No, there's some people that can't let go of what happened.
Even if they broke up with them.
Even if they broke up with them. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That seems goofy, but okay.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Extreme, maybe a deal breaker if they can't. Yes, so that's what I'm talking about. If you can't get beyond it, and every day you end it, what he did to me, and because I know your ex probably has extreme bitterness.
Wow, already.
What?
Didn't expect that. Business, yes, true.
Yeah, yeah. And the X is the X.
It's the X. Move on. Marcus.
That's good to say when there's no kids involved.
It's good to say either way, but you're saying some people just don't.
You can't. I mean, so then the flip side of that.
He's saying they move on like relational wise. He's not saying like somebody don't take care of their business or something.
Yeah, but so then I'm going into my next thing. So you can have extreme bitterness, and then you can be overly compensating to an ex. Is that a deal breaker? Yes.
Okay.
Overly friendly, overly attentive, overly. Well, we spent this many years together. I don't wish them any ill. They can call me.
I almost said a name. Like, don't know why. I'm like Chris was with his exes.
Okay.
That's what you mean? Yes. Okay. I got
Yes. Yeah.
One guy we knew that was like he would go and like pay bills of his exes or do something, just it was just ridiculous.
Yeah. And yeah. And the conversation, still having the conversations, like y'all still friends.
Yes. I was just overly connected to your ex.
They can call.
I'm gonna say that's a deal breaker.
That was a deal. Yeah, that was and we had to manage that early on because your ex.
Wait a minute. Tracy said, "I'm cool with most of my exes, but I also detached. Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah, I think for me, we had to have major boundaries in the beginning about the ex.
Yes,
because she wanted to still be cool, like for real, like cool. Like I'm gonna call you about my problems, and what do you think about this? That was not working for me because she didn't speak to me. But
I don't think it would work either way. But yes,
still having conversations with you. That was and only attentive to nexus. Yeah, overly. Yeah, if they're still affecting. Yes. Yeah. Yes. And it wasn't like I was jealous. It was more of you keep crossing the line.
Yeah.
And and I know for you, because you guys had a daughter together, you wanted it to still be amicable because you wanted to still see your child.
Right, but I get what you're saying. I get the point. Like. For sure, like this.
But there were some boundaries there were some discussions. There were some nights that I was pissed. Yeah, because it was almost like they used the child to take advantage on purpose, to take advantage of you. And that did not work for me. So I'm so glad that we worked through that, and because I do know some people that's my ex, and we got kids together, and we always gonna be a part of each other's lives.
Well, they try,
and that's true to an extent. But you're an ex for a reason.
It's got to be a balance,
Yeah. So yeah.
So you wrote this one down. I don't really know. You have to explain it. So lack of confidence.
Did I write that one down?
Yeah, that was one of yours.
Lack of confidence. If you're very, 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 very insecure, that I can't be that person for you. Yeah, boundaries for sure. Like other non respect needs to be shown. You got to be on the same page. Yeah. So, and I guess definitely So we definitely I think we navigated that. Not initially good, but I think because it was so new and we were
we weren't communicating well first,
and we weren't.
Once you kind of broke it down, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because it was a lot.
So we're on the lack of confidence.
Yeah. So let me see. Try me. Absolutely.
I don't think nobody's trying.
Absolutely. So when I say lack of confidence, like I did date someone that was a little bit insecure. Very always worried that something else was happening. And it wasn't. It just really wasn't. But that gets draining, to always have to reassure that person. So for me, that was a deal breaker. What say you?
I say thank you. That's what I said. Then you came into that. Boom! Came into me after that. So it was a perfect setup. Yeah. Yeah. Came into overconfident.
Right, right. So then, where I have lack of confidence, I come with someone that's just as cocky as cocky.
I came in the room like
cocky, confident, and I will admit, I did like it in the beginning. It was very sexy in the beginning, and then
you got tired of it.
And then I was like, oh damn, you're not going. This don't turn up.
Right. She's like, anyway,
this don't turn up at all.
It's wonderful.
Growth is wonderful. Definitely wonderful.
So, did we get yes or no on that? Is that a deal breaker or no? Lack of confidence, deal breaker or not? Did we get any?
Yeah, I dated a male.
Dang.
Okay, so that's basically what I was.
So that is
So that's a thing.
That's a real thing. Okay, so
is it a thing for girls? Do girls do that?
I don't think. Yeah, in a way. You almost made me say a name. In a way.
Go ahead and say a name because you be dropping mine.
Yes, it is. It is to a certain extent, yes. But it's more like, yeah,
it can be. It's a deal breaker. Yeah, it was a deal breaker for me. And then I guess.
Yes, and that's how she was.
It don't turn off. It's
yes,
always, all the time. Let me see. Someone I dated. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, and some and it could. I never even thought about it. It could stem from something, some kind of trauma. Yeah. Yeah, because I think back then we just didn't talk about the childhood and how that goes into everything else.
Nope, not at all.
We just didn't. But I never even thought about that. So,
it makes sense.
So I didn't do my due diligence to figure it out. Never mind. I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Don't feel safe with this type of man.
Yeah. Because they can definitely.
What does that mean? Don't feel safe with this type of man. What does that mean? Because you resonated with it, so I'm trying to see if I understand.
I mean, I think
don't feel safe. Like is that just is it physical? Like is it more? Is it like what is it?
I don't think it was fit. Well, because if they're in that space of being so insecure, then the feelings, they can't regulate their feelings and their emotions, so it could get dangerous.
Okay. See, I was thinking more like they couldn't protect you because they're such a punk. But you're saying they could become the punk and try to put their hands on you because they're so emotionally stable.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
You threw that in there. Okay.
All right, Nick. See you, Nick. So what about this? This just came up. Fake action, but I was looking. I think I meant when I wrote that down. Like people who don't, not on purpose, but don't always keep the word. Like they say, I'm gonna be over here. I'm gonna be at this party. I'm gonna be somewhere, and they don't, or they say, hey, I'm right in front of the school, and they're really down the street. Just those little white lies, those little not keeping a word or little white lies. Is that a deal breaker, or is that something you're trying to work with?
And when you mean white lies, you mean like I'm on my way,
but they really ain't there, or they say I'm in front of this. I'm already in front. I'm at your house, and they really down the street about to pull up. I mean,
okay, that's CP time. I mean, sometimes when you call and say what you doing, I'm out the house.
Okay, this is not even about you. This is a real question. This is like this is just deal or no deal, or
okay,
is this a deal breaker or not a deal breaker? Like this doesn't mean this is like this was. I wasn't coming for you, and I wasn't even talking about you.
I'm not saying talking about me. I'm just saying in general. Yeah, okay. When keeping it
the question is why lie?
Okay, because sometimes you want to seem that you are an honorable person, and you know.
I'm just go ahead. I'm waiting. Give me the whole.
I got nothing. It's
No,
not
keep
good.
going.
It's not good. Those little white lies can add up.
Mm.
Those little white lies can add up, definitely.
Don't lie. Oh, wait.
Don't lie to me because now you're a liar forever.
Forever.
Well, and then there's that.
But is it a deal or no deal? Do you break up with that person or you stay with them
and see if they
and
can
just
reform?
So you just stand with a lot. Like, how is it? The question is it a deal breaker or not? That's the question.
Like,
because sometimes you work with people, you give them grace. So I'm not saying it's no wrong answer.
So the first lie you break up, or how long do you give them before you break up?
I don't know. It's up to the person. That's why I'm asking everybody, because these are things that I've talked to people about, and so that's why I'm asking. CPI, annoying as heck. Who said that? Tracy. You need to be better. You need to be there half hour earlier. Okay. You know what? I do that. Tell people half hour earlier sometimes just because they.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. I have to. Yeah, I'm not always. I get there right on time, and he was brought up to be there 15 minutes before.
You just said somebody on here just said, "Why you get there right on time?" That's what you're saying.
I'm late to stuff.
This is Sunday. We go to church on Sundays.
I was on. What time was I at church
today?
Okay.
All right. That's good. I like how you said that.
Whatever. Break up. I can't trust you.
Okay. So this one is no.
Okay.
I think that is.
Is it no?
No. Oh, wait a minute. No, we got not a deal breaker though.
Okay, not a deal breaker. I think it depends on what the lie is. And if it's a white lie,
so there's two no's.
How long? No, communicate the issue.
Okay, so we're gonna call that one a time. Yeah.
Okay, but my sister said little lies add up. It's a character thing. Okay, yeah. I mean, if you put it on,
that one, we're calling that one a tie.
We're gonna call it a tie.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
We gotta go to the next thing. We're gonna
right. So we have to wrap this up.
Yeah. Just go to the next one because we're almost at
okay. So the December focus for us is to the December connection focus is to have like a bucket list and try to see, share your bucket list for something that you can try to accomplish this month. And when I say bucket list, it can be anything. It could be, go ahead.
So preferably, don't make it about work or kids. Like that's normal planning together family stuff. I'm talking about like little things you wish you could do, like maybe a little getaway, a weekend getaway, a little, or maybe putting on a wig, dressing up, just something where it's just y'all two doing something that you haven't done, or just something
new. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I say a bucket list, or just something you've had in your head that you've always wanted to try or do, but with all the life stuff and with the kids and work and all that, you haven't found time to do it. Let's try this month to just check one of those off. It doesn't have to be something that costs money, anything like that. Mm-hmm. Just something you've had in your imagination. Maybe you've been even scared to say, let's try this or let's do this. Anything like that. So with your spouse, off of one of y'all's list, you probably ain't gonna be able to find time to do both, but one of y'all's things y'all been wanting to do. One of the ideas y'all have for maybe years or someone to try. Do that. Why do you keep laughing?
I feel like you talking.
I'm not. This is just general.
Yeah, so somebody saw that wig? Yeah.
Just general. Because I thought about when you said that, and I know you said that was something you were thinking about, so that's why I said it. I wasn't
the wig to do up the different personality?
Yeah, because sometimes we'll talk about that thing for like 5 years or something, and then we turn around and it's been 6-7 years and we haven't tried none of the stuff we talking about we was going to try to do. Because life be life, and I get it. But just put a little effort in trying to get one of those things before this year's over, because we almost in 2024, so let's try to go into the year with something accomplished that we have been wanting to do.
That's not kid related. That's basically something between you, the two of
between
you.
Y'all two.
Between y'all two. Okay. Mm-hmm. Something you something.
It could be like I always want to skydive. Let's go skydiving together. It could be a horse ride. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be. It could be anything that you have just put off.
Work out a fantasy. I could possibly do the wig thing. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it could be horse riding. It could be all kinds of stuff. See, I'm not trying to. not trying to put you in a box. So,
Okay.
but just something you've not got to do that you want to do. I'm like a carriage ride.
Okay.
Or something like that. That you
Something
haven't
like
done.
that.
We talked about that forever, and we've never done it.
We've never done it. Okay.
So I mean something like that.
Okay. Something. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Try to, and then that way you can start the new year with, you know,
Mm-hmm.
with that experience already under your belt. And yeah, so you gonna give me your 5, I'll give you my 5, and we pick
Okay.
what's feasible.
Yeah. Yeah. I just said when I'm like, I want to do a carriage ride. I've been saying that forever. But it's usually cold when they do them. So here,
Right.
so that's a problem.
Yeah, so that definitely is a problem.
Because I know you can't stand the cold. So.
I mean, if we got some layers and we
Mm-hmm.
got a blanket, I might be able to do it. You know, some hot chocolate. Yeah, there's something that I love a cute wig. I gotta work on that. That's something.
Okay.
That's something I definitely gotta.
Okay. Ain't no skydiving in the main house. Nah.
I probably ain't gonna do no skydiving.
We're not doing that.
We ain't
I'm just
doing that.
throwing stuff out.
I don't even do roller coasters anymore. So
I know Chantel did skydiving.
okay.
That's why I said
yeah,
that.
I'm not.
I am not doing that. I'm a punk, so I'm not doing that. But
yeah, I'm definitely.
And it's too cold.
And it's too cold. Yeah. It's too cold. But I am gonna try.
You see that? Streetwalker picked me up a blonde. Wow. I'm done. Dang.
Yeah, I mean, what I do think. So what I've seen, you know, where you meet up. You've said this, like meet up at a place, like we don't know each other, and that could be something.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
So don't just keep talking, y'all. Is all I'm saying. Put in that action.
Okay. All right. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up.
Jump out of the plane. I heard. See.
Yeah, I'm not jumping out of a plane. I don't.
Yeah, it's alright. I can't do it.
I don't need the adrenaline. I don't.
They would have to push me out. I'd be like, yeah, I could.
I don't do that. Yeah. I don't want to jump out of a plane. Absolutely. We're not. Yeah, we're not doing this. I'm keeping this.
All right, y'all. We're keeping y'all too long. So we are past our time. Remember, we do this every Sunday night, 7:00. Tell other committed couples y'all know that y'all think could benefit from this. Let them know so we can build this community. We are trying to get something together with the Harrises about like maybe later on in next year, trying to go on a just retreat. A little quick retreat, just like a little weekend getaway. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to put that thing together, among other things. We want to do a movie night. We still got the Best Man Part 2 thing we want to do. So we still got a lot of stuff we're trying to get implemented and on track. So just bear with us, but we're going to keep telling people about it so we can have more people when we do this stuff. We don't know if we're going to do half of it in-house or just live stream it. Probably do both. Yeah. So you got anything else?
Nope. Just make sure you are communicating with care and connecting with intention, and just really, dig in this week. Even when you have those little bumps in the road, just dig in and keep that communication line open. Even when you're in your feelings, keep that communication line open, and it'll all smooth out. Definitely will.
Hint taken. Okay.
Everyone have a great, wonderful week, and we will see y'all next week.